Alright, welcome back. So in this segment we're going to cover using the targeting jammer in a fight and then also using the sensors. We just built a targeting jammer last session. It's toward the end of our research tree, and we see it here on the right. This is what it looks like from the top. NPC ships generally do not have targeting jammers, but you will sometimes see them on space stations, like the Military Alliance prison stations, for example. If you see them, realize that it means you can't fire at that enemy. Your weapons will not be effective, so you're going to have to take it by boarding if you want to take it at all. I never pick on the androids. Androids are my favorite faction. I don't know why. I just like them. Let's go ahead and pick a fight with either the cultists or pirates or slavers or Military Alliance. Don't want to fight the Military Alliance in this sector. I don't want to fight them in this sector either, because I don't want to fight them in a space hazard. Let's try to interrupt them in this sector. Nope. Maybe they'll stop in the next sector. Come on, buddies. Oh, we're in pursuit of them at this point. There we go. Okay. So we're going to attack this Military Alliance ship. Let's get everybody prepared for battle. Right now everybody's on coffee break, so we'll give them like an hour. Okay. We're gonna go to red alert. We don't need navigation, we need shields. We need ops on board the Molina, which is our sensor ship. We need turrets on board the Auriga, which is our combat ship. And then we need to have our away teams ready to board. And we have peace right now, so we can wait until our ship is already bombarding. Wait until our away teams are already in position before bombarding the enemy ship. Okay, so let's begin the bombardment. Now these guys are the same size ship as our larger ship here. They present a fairly formidable threat. They've got 2 energy cannons and 2 missile launchers. That's going to be important because we want to avoid losing our shields, otherwise we'll start taking some major damage. We have the jump on them because they don't know we're going to attack them. We can declare war and immediately begin firing. And at the same time we can disembark our boarding troops. Okay, now we have the scanner active on board the Molina here. One of the things that we can use the scanner for is to check out a ship that we're about to board and make sure that there's a safe place to enter. We can also check out parts of the ship and see what's where. So we see that there's nobody immediately in the airlock, which is good for us. Should make boarding a little bit easier. And we want to head towards the crew quarters. We're going to keep an eye on, keep a wither eye on the scanner here. When this blue bar recharges, that means the scanner is ready to scan again. Okay, we see a bunch of enemies through the window here, so that gives us a bit of a leg up because we know where the AI is headed to. It's kind of a weird terrain though, where it's hard to figure out where to go to ambush them. So notice that their ship is firing completely at our one ship, and they're not firing at the other ship at all. That's because our targeting jammer is active. If the targeting jammer goes down, they would start firing on this other ship. Okay, we should be able to make short work of these guys as they come in 1 or 2 at a time here. We gotta be careful though that we don't lose crew members. Let's have Lauren, who is injured here, back up a little bit. There we go. So we got a nice little choke point we got them pinned in here. And we're bombarding the ship at the same time. As soon as their shields are down, which they are currently, we could think about hitting them with missiles. We could use the sensors to help target the missiles. Let's take a look. I want to see if there's any guys on the bridge. So we have a guy on the shields here. since the shields are down currently, we could try to hit that guy directly. Let's just land a missile on his head if we can. We're putting some holes in, but it's not enough so far. And we don't want to destroy the ship entirely, because that will make it harder for us to take over the ship later, and will put some pressure on us to have enough oxygen and so forth as we're exploring. But what we do want to do is we want to see if we can get some damage on their crew to make the takeover easier. Unfortunately, our missile, whoever's on the gunnery today, is not very accurate, so we haven't managed to actually get a hit on the bridge yet. Okay, that time we did actually get a hit, so we hit Jason here, and he's a little bit wounded. That makes it easier to make them surrender a little more quickly. So every little bit helps. Sometimes you get a bunch of enemies that are up together in one place, and that little bit of extra damage on all of them can make a huge difference. So that's the scanner and the targeting jammer. That's also how you use missiles in boarding combat, which I don't think we did in the last section. We're going to take them all prisoner. The Military Alliance crew members will probably make some interesting prisoners. We'll have to see what skills they have available here. Let's take our wounded folks, our 2 wounded folks here, and bring them back on board the shuttles. I'm going to have... Which one's less wounded? They're both pretty wounded. I'm going to have Lauren be in charge of rounding up the prisoners. Let's take a look at our prisoner skills. We have some industry. This person is medical. I don't think we have too much medical. Let's check. We have enough medical. You don't need a whole lot of medical skill. What I'm really looking for is another gunner. That person has 2 gunnery. They're a psychopath, though. I don't like that. Peace-loving. Operations. We could take her for operations. She's also kind of a good fighter. So we're going to take her first. Mako's good at botany and nothing else. Okay, we have an antisocial gunner, Magello. So we're going to take Puppet and Magello. Haruka here has shielding, so I think we want to take Haruka as well. Okay, and let's get the rest of our crew exploring while they're doing that. The scanner can also be used to help with exploring. Just speeds things up a little bit. Let's go ahead and scan part of the ship that we're not going to get to for a minute or two here. So we'll scan over there, and I'm going to relax our guys from the shields and turrets. I just realized we're still shooting at the ship, and I'm about to blow it up. That's a mistake. Okay, we've managed to stop our guns before the ship blew up. That's fine. As long as we don't get hit by a meteor shower, we're good. Who was our prisoner person? Lauren. You're gonna get on this shuttle with these guys. And then, what happened here? I don't know why it zoomed me over to the other ship there all of a sudden. Not entirely sure about that. So Anand has got... Who's following you, Anand? Anthony. Ashlyn, who's a good fighter, who's also good at construction. And a spacefarer trait. That makes her a fantastic fighter, actually. I think we'll make her an away team member. And then we have Haruka, who's good at medical and shielding. And this guy, the psychopath, who's good at botany and navigation. We're going to try to take Haruka as well. She's unconscious, so we're going to pick her up and see what happens. I'm not sure what'll happen when she gets back to the ship. She might revolt. Let's try to keep exploring here. I'm going to use shift right click to explore multiple areas with the same crew member. So... And notice we've already scanned this area with our scanner. We also see Madeline Clara is over there sleeping. Okay. We've taken over the caravan. Mako, the Iron-Willed, has fallen unconscious. Okay. Let's go ahead and send this back to the bay. And who else do we want to send here? Let's send Catherine back over. I'll make sure that we have a full shuttle here. We're gonna have one person left on board when we're done with this. And it's gonna be Azkov. And an interesting thing about leaving the ship intact is that the prisoners will use their own ship's onboard medical facilities, which is going to save us some resources. It gives us more opportunity to take prisoners if we want them. But in this case, I think we're just going to get rid of them. Let's queue up a transfer. Before I forget about it, there we go. There we go. So now we've officially pissed off the military alliance, and that was our demo of the sensors and targeting jammers. Let's make a cut here again, and then in the next segment we're going to talk about getting inspected by the military alliance and sensor sweeps and so forth. And we'll also deal with this fire.